To Grant and Morley, and one of the reasons the Oilers certainly can't be counted out going into this third period, despite the fact they are down against the Phoenix Coyotes, is conditioning. It is one of the reasons they had so much success in going all the way to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. We know about Ethan Moreau, but it is the other Moreau that's helped the Oilers get into top shape.
I've always been really interested in strength and conditioning and nutrition work, and hockey just became kind of a natural fit. I grew up playing hockey, understand the sport really well, and just started to train more and more hockey players.
This formula that works for me, and now I want to go with one form. So for every season, I've got this formula that just we tinker with it here and there.
He has brought kind of our training as an organization to a new level. I think that's where training, when we talk about function, you can really get into the specifics of it, but I think it's going to be a huge benefit for the young guys that really don't know how to train yet, how to train properly, to do the right things that are going to get you faster, stronger, quicker, and just make you a better overall player, and you're going to see huge dividends from that.
Two on either side.
Every player evaluates what they need to do personally and be ready for training camp and for the start of this season. And Chad did a great job of laying out a program for each individual guy, and I think we've came into training camp with a very high fitness level and just excited about the year.
Okay, the over-the-top side jump. Try and move really quickly up over the ball to the center, out to the left back, out to the right back left to the center, back right to the center.
You have to do it if we want to get back to the level we were at last year. You have to put in the time in the off season. We're ready. We're prepared. The guys worked hard. It's going to be a tough grind. We're going to have to, right from day one, right to the last game of the season, we're going to have to be prepared physically and mentally, or else we won't have the success we had last year.
I think the fact that Chad's got good experience, he's got a good relationship with the players. Obviously, having a brother on the team helps that relationship along. I think once the players got involved in what he wanted them to do, they saw the results. For a player, that's a real bonus. You got a guy that you enjoy the company of, that can push you hard and really force you to be better and stronger, and you can see the results. And I think it's been a really good association, and it's worked well for our team.
I'm telling you, that's a big difference. You find you be more explosive on the ice because you get those fast twitch fibers going,
Anybody that that trains and knows exactly, puts as much emphasis in off-ice training as I do in the summer, and really focused on that a lot of times, and gone all over the country really and trained with different people, you quickly realize when you sit down and talk to him that he's definitely up to speed and he's advanced in his thought and right on the money. I mean, like I said, it's become a science, so to speak. And I think back in the '80s, guys would come and use camp to gain shape. Now it's a whole summer of training, and you're ready to go right for the start of camp.
Well, it paid dividends. I think early on in the season, guys were doing a lot of workouts, and as you get towards the end of the season, you start seeing that paying dividends, and it's huge. When guys are getting tired in the playoffs and you're playing them, we felt that we were getting stronger and better, and we were in better shape, so I think it was huge for us.
It showed. It certainly did. I think there were some games that went into overtime. One game in particular here at home against San Jose, when we went into the overtime, we just, we were down 2-0. It was the big game, and we took over. In overtime, we were out skating them, and it was something that I thought was a real defining moment. And I just believe in it. I know what it's done for me over the last 5 or 6 years, transformed me as a player.
Defensive effort there by Chelios. Back to Steos. His shot score!
My attitude is if I don't do it, somebody else will. And, I want to be the best at what I do in my role on the team. So if I
if I put in the hours and put in the work, then everything else will fall in place. So it's extremely important to my game. It's demanding, it's hard work, but as a professional athlete, you want to get the most out of your body, and that's the best way for me to do that is to follow his program and get better every year.
You think about the wear and tear that goes on in the course of an 82-game regular season, and for us last year, 102 games or whatever we ended up with. I think the players realize now that it's their body that is their ticket to success. And in the past, maybe guys could skirt that part of the game and get by on talent, whereas there's too many good players, there's too many strong guys in the league, and if you're going to have a long career or a successful one, you've got to put in the time. And guys now, more than at any time in the history of the NHL, take care of their bodies better than ever.
Yeah, you don't just train, you train to become a hockey player. You don't train to become a bodybuilder or a swimmer or whatever. You're training for a specific sport. And I think with Chad, that's exactly what we do. It does prevent injuries. It does prevent you pulling muscles and groins and stuff like that. And being flexible, having a good strong core, which can definitely help on the ice, and balance and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of things that can go into it that can help you on the ice, and protecting the puck, stuff like that. Many people don't really think about it, but it's there's certain things definitely that you can do in the gym that can help on the ice.
I think I think our staff would feel that this is one of the hardest working teams in the league, and we've got great leadership both on the ice and in the gym. And the core values of being good work ethic, strength, and commitment are things that will carry you through some tough times. And I think that we've seen that when maybe our play has struggled a little bit. Typically, it's our work ethic that gets us back to where we need to be.
I think for our team to compete at a level that we want to compete at, you have to be willing to prepare harder and be stronger and faster than the other teams that we play against, because it's a game of inches, and if you can be that extra 1, 2, 3% stronger, faster than the other team, you're going to win. So hopefully that'll be the case this year.
Well, you watch a number of the Oilers work out, especially Ethan Moreau, and you just have to wonder how someone in his physical condition